Good day everyone, how are you all today? Welcome back. My name is Hussain. I'm here to bring you all some of the weekly reviews. First of all, having a look at on the US dollar, which actually resumed its slide on Tuesday, it in what may return out of to be a very short-lived recovery. There was no US economic reports on the calendar, but 10-year treasury yields resumed their slide, falling more than 6% from the total value and driving the dollar sharply lower in the process, as you could see here in the current chart. And also according to the Democrat, stimulus talks are finally moving in the right direction, but with very extra with extra unemployment benefits gone, and also moratorium evictions and also foreclosures over the US economy could fall off a cliff if something is not done soon. So as noted by some of the economists that over 40% of the US renters are now at risk of eviction, right? So if they can't pay their the bills on time, right, they will certainly won't be spending to contribute into the economy. So investors are very nervous and also cautiously optimistic that the Congress will reach an agreement very soon in the near future, and they are very fully aware of the urgency and the consequences that are actually needed in the current situation. The US economy and the labor market is particularly will be a very key focus today. Today we have got ISM non-manufacturing data coming up. We also have got ADP reports that will be published. Having a look in the economic calendar, so let me just bring you a quick review on that. And also we know that the manufacturing activity improved in July, but virus cases were on the list. This is the reason that why American dollar has been falling, which actually led to a shutdown of some business activities. So today's report will give us some sense of how much impact that surge in case in the cases had on the economy, and whether the central bank should be worried about it or not. The employment components, just wait a second, of non-manufacturing is also important indicator. All right. So let's just say here we have got ADP report here, and then we also have got ISM non-manufacturing that I was just talking about, right? So if if let's say service sector activity slows, the dollar will actually accelerate its slides quickly. But if the data is good, showing minimal slowdown in the July, the dollar will recover on the hope of a decent job growth, right? So that's what actually is happening today in the calendar. And just having a look at on in Dow Jones Industrial Average, like we have forecasted the early of the week, we are actually expecting this to push up, and yes, this is happening, and we are still bullish on the stocks. Many of the other stocks are also going up, like Microsoft has already developed a new bullish signal, which you should be actually looking into to take your position if you want to buy on that. And also we have spotted another entry on Intel Corporation. If you see the current structure, it has been extremely oversold, and looking at the current price action, we are looking for this to go up to the upside. So all in all, we see that market would be coming up with a latest good news, which will be providing more strength, and also I would say that liquidity to the stock market. Also Apple, Apple had earnings beating its expectation last week, but as for today, we might be seeing a little bit of correction, but overall direction is to the upside. Having a look at on the major currency pairs for pound dollar, which actually supposed to be going down, but again we are having a little bit of confusion in the strength or the weakness of the American dollar. So let's just say if the job data is going to be strong enough, we will see this pair to drive its slide back to the downside, right? So that's what. So having a look on American dollar, like I was just here, as you could see here, it has been extremely oversold. So any good news in the economic calendar docket will actually bring its strength back. So all in all, nevertheless, if you see currently it is trading at 93.09509 level, in which seems like, if you see on a daily chart here, wait a moment. it has been extremely oversold and it has to make a correction. This is why we are also on a waiting list to see on wait a sec, to any positive comments from the US economy or any fundamental event which will be lifting this to the upside, right? So all in all, let's wait and see how the employments are going to actually reflect, how the employment numbers are going to reflect onto the strength or the weakness of the dollar, right? So we will be doing more and more analysis in a short while during our London session. As for now, just to give you a quick update on for the other pairs, let's say for GBP, JPY, we're also waiting for a correction to the dollar. Today we have a Bank of England also meets later this week, which will be having a look on McDonald's, as we have been forecasting for this to keep trending higher, and we do expect it to go up further this week. And then this is another stock that we have spotted a new entry on it, just to share with you on GW Pharmaceuticals. All right, as you could see here on a daily chart, the price has actually broken these levels and formed a new support, which would be lifting this to the upside. All right, so the trend, it seems, to the upside, right? So you can actually buy this particular stock because this is forming a new uptrend to the upside. All right, so that's all for today, guys. We will be back again to bring you some of the more updates and also more market review that will be helping you to position yourself in the FX and also in the stock market. For now, I'll be signing off. Thank you very much and see you guys again.